Welcome back to Anime Town, back with another exciting video on the best anime channel on YouTube. Guys, today we'll be talking about the top 10 best moments in prison school, which is one of the top tier funniest animes of all time. If you haven't watched it, what the hell are you doing? It has everything a weeb could ask for: hot girls, ecchi, humor with excellent story and animation. These are the 10 hand-picked moments by yours truly for being extremely funny, iconic, or for their sheer epicness. Before we begin, please like this video and hit that red subscribe button to watch more awesome anime content like this. And before wasting any more time, let's get into the video. Number 10. When the guys show that they are truly a lost cause. Shingo is getting beaten the living daylights out of him by none other than Meiko, the vice president. Andre comes to save him, but Meiko commands him to lick her boots. But suddenly, a sense of true justice sparks within Kiyoshi, who speaks up for him. Thinking he has done a heroic feat for his friend, he is proud. But on the contrary, other guys start to avoid him, asking him to not talk to them. Then, in a moment of pure and utter degeneracy, Andre exclaims out loud that he was dying to lick those boots, while the others completely agree with him. At the exact moment, we and Kiyoshi recognize that the other guys are complete masochists. Well, for Meiko at least. And to be completely honest, you can't blame them, because Meiko thick! Meiko real thick!
清一人で行かせるのかだね。あいつ一人だけいい格好させられねえよね。まあ、我々も行くでござる。天国へ!
Number 9. The formation of the Brotherhood. The 5 guys in school are thirsty, and I don't mean for water, but no girl wants to talk to them because of the underground student council, and this mutual thirst brings them closer to each other. It's not long before they hit a new low together by planning to peep in the girls' bathroom, led by none other than the genius strategist Gakuto. And in the moment of incredibly adulterated collective lust, a brotherhood is formed, dressed in the black full-body spandex, chanting out loud, "Death to all traitors." In unison, they march forward like a bunch of rabid dogs, with hopes with their hearts of seeing some of them busts and rumps in the flesh.
考えすぎだぞ、シンガー。ありえねえって。やべえ。
Number 8. That scene in the shower. You know exactly what scene I'm referring to. Yeah, that kind of gay one. And not actually gay one. Shingo sees that Gakuto and Kiyoshi are getting along a bit too well, if you know what I mean. And with the seeds of doubt planted deep within his heart, he is about to enter the bathroom where they both are already showering. And in a moment of very, very unfortunate misleading coincidences, he watches in horror as they are in a pose that would suggest that Gakuto is orally performing a pleasure act for Kiyoshi. This moment is so hilarious that it made me laugh for a solid 5 minutes straight. Number 7. Kiyoshi finding himself in the promised land. During their plan to peep on girls, Kiyoshi's phone accidentally falls in the girls' bathroom. Moreover, he has to fetch it. As Kiyoshi takes hold of the phone and gets prepared to make his escape from the storeroom, he is seized. Regrettably, it's none other than Chiyo herself. But the silver lining is, she's like nearly blind as a bat without her contacts, and mistakes him for a friend, dragging him into the showers. There, Kiyoshi attains enlightenment and reaches nirvana. All around him are girls in their birthday suits. He suddenly finds himself in the land of each and every teen guy's imagination, and the first time in his life, achieving full manhood among the boys. Number 6. Gakuto smashing the figurines for the boys. Gakuto sacrificed 7 years of his life for a limited edition figurine, but it falls in the pitiless grasp of the student council. To torture him, Meiko is almost breaking the figurine to force Gakuto to snitch on his boys. But my man Gakuto is a true warrior. He snatches the figurines and slams it on the ground with his heart crying a river. You have to admit, it was kinda badass.
Gakuto... 清殿、今まですまんでござる。清殿がいじめられるのを見てみるふりをして。
Before we get to the top 5, I just want to mention some series of hilarious moments that occurred repeatedly throughout the season, because it's really hard to pick a single best one among them, and these are: number 1, every freaking time Hana's revenge on Kiyoshi backfires.
これは私汚れちゃった
Number 2, every time the principal was caught admiring Latino booties by her daughter, or better yet, every time that guy speaks. That guy is too funny, man.
なあ、教育者として、父としてこれは封印せねばなる。ない。
I will also like to add this collection of moments from the OVA where each one of the guys is scoring. Finally, our boys getting that ara action that they longed for.
頼もしい。ガクト君がいてくれてよかった。
清殿、あとは頼んだでござる。ガクト！ごめん。
Number 5, Gakuto coming with a clutch, literally defecating for the greater good. There is not much to say. Our boys were in a bind. They needed some pooping sounds to download in the speaker to make a first-class distraction. But there is no MP3 on the internet for that, so like a true hero, Gakuto soils his pants in front of a class full of hot chicks for the greater good.
ガクト、俺は必ず脱獄する。わかりました。
Number 4, Hana's conclusion. Yo, what's wrong with Hana? Is she like really thirsty or genuinely spiteful? Tasting defeat after defeat against Kiyoshi, she finally corners him into the nurse's office. Kiyoshi is helpless and alone with her. She assumes it's her win for sure this time, but you have to know that an animal is ruthless when its back is against the wall. And in true alpha dog fashion, Kiyoshi puts an end to her by kissing her and using his tongue so aggressively that she passes out. I mean, respect my man Kiyoshi, respect.
私はそれが聞きたいのだ。清君、君が好きだと言ったのだ。君が答えたが。え？
Number 3, Kiyoshi proving himself as worthy in the Ass Man trial. The boys are going to be expelled, but they get a chance to meet the principal so that they can make some appeals for additional time to prove their innocence so they can execute Gakuto's master plan. The principal poses a simple question: boobs or butt? And since Kiyoshi already knows about the principal's preference, he answers correctly with butts. But the real problem starts when the principal asks for the reason behind his preference, and this causes Kiyoshi to fret as he is no true ass man like me. But he answers nonetheless when he sees Meiko's boobs rising up in the air, and in a moment of pure brilliance, he starts speaking like a madman, but with the feelings of a true ass man. Therefore, he answers the question that stood like a wall between their immediate expulsion and some valuable time to carry out the final plan.
君が本物の尻好きだということは十分伝わった。観覧進行を乗り越え、やっと手にした。我々5人の魂でござる。
Number 2, Gakuto coming with a clutch again, and this time with the key to salvation. We are reaching the end of the climax. This is the end game now. The underground student council thinks they have all the boys under their feet. The villain thinks that he has won. But wait, is that Joe instead of Gakuto? And Chito instead of Joe? But where's Gakuto? A battle-hardened soldier marches in the principal's office wearing only his underpants. He pulls out a USB, nay, the key to their salvation from between his butt cheeks. he hands over the data to the principal, which has all the evidence of the Operation DTO, exposing the underground student council and freeing our boys in the process.
俺たちは自由だ。
Number 1. Girls going to jail. Yeah, I have to admit the boys didn't behave in an upstanding manner, yet they also didn't deserve the dreadfully cruel fate that befell them. And also, these girls are just too mean. They just want the guys out of the school, and I'm sure if the guys didn't do anything about the student council president, that bitch would have still tried her best to find a way to expel them. But man, does it feel good to see them behind bars, excluding Meiko, because she is hot and I am a degenerate. I hated it when the principal said that Kiyoshi didn't want them to be punished. I mean, really? After all that? After all they did? Kiyoshi, my man, you truly are one kind of sip that's nothing to be proud of. Pretty pathetic, my dude. That's all for today, my people. Do remember that we were not ranking the funniest scenes. If we were doing that, our list would have turned out a lot different. And it's time that I make a closing statement. Meiko is thick, my friend, and all those in favor say A in the comments. Also, please remember to like and subscribe. Your support motivates me to make more awesome videos like these. What? You didn't agree with my picks? Be sure to comment your top 10s in the comment section down below. I would love to know your opinions on this. So I will see you again in the next video. Till then, check these other great top 10s on our channel. This is Anime Town, signing out. Sayonara.